What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Keyah. You didn't say it was my turn, girl.
Hey y'all, this Jackie, better known as Miss Jackie to y'all.
And today is the start of something new. I told y'all that we was coming with a whole bunch of bangers this year. And today we are starting our new and official podcast. So let's just hop right into it.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, we're going to tell y'all like a little bit about ourselves, a little bit about our relationship, and what influenced us to start this podcast. So I'll go ahead and start. My name is Keyah. I'm a mommy. I am 31 years old. I am in nursing school, and I always got a lot to say, okay? And this is my mama who always have a lot to say as well.
They know that. For those that don't know me, I'm Jackie. I'm Kia's mom. I have four daughters, ages 18, 23, 29, and 30. Yeah, they're 18 months apart. Don't judge me.
Get what they call us, ghetto twins.
I don't know. It's not true.
Irish twins, ghetto twins, something.
But anywho, I live down here in Georgia. I semi followed my daughter, but
She followed me. Okay.
did not. I wanted to be closer to my granddaughter. So, of course, yes, I have a granddaughter, which is Kaylee. And yeah, let's just get into this mommy daughter duo.
Well, let's get it started. Yeah, she was talking about she was nervous at first. When I tell y'all, she talked more. Where y'all think I get my talking from? So I don't know what she nervous for. But anyway, if you've been following me for a while, you see me and my mom has a very close relationship. We together all the time. This is like my best friend. And yes, she used to be one of the mamas talking about, I'm not one of your little friends. You know, look at her.
I am that little friend now.
Yeah. Kind of like my best friend. No, but anyway, so we've been saying we wanted to do a podcast. Like we've been saying it for years, but we just never sat down and did it. And then recently I've been posting little stuff about me and mama on TikTok and Instagram, like little stuff that she do for me without me having to ask. Or I uploaded a video that kind of went viral of her harassing me every morning, telling me to get up, get my life together, a little motivation, a little this and that. And like I've seen so much feedback. And, you know, I've seen so many people wish they had the relationship that we have. People lost their moms. And, like, I just seen a lot of that. So I was just like, let's shine light on a healthy black mother-daughter duo. So I feel like this channel would be, you know, it's going to be a lot of, you know, mother-daughter advice, of course, and things that we go through, things that, you know, we've been through. But I just want to talk about everything, mainly because I feel like by my mama being much older than me, much older than me. I'm just playing.
Girl, I'm 20 years older than you.
By her being much older than me, we do have like different outlooks, different perspectives on certain situations. So I love talking to her about things because like I be looking at it one way, then I hear from her, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that kind of makes sense too. So it'd be like different perspectives. So this is like different generations talking about, you know, the same thing or giving how we feel about certain situations. Another thing that I want to touch bases about, I wanted to just give them a timeline of our relationship.
Just so y'all know, me and Kia, we ain't always been peaches and cream. Like,
Man,
we had to get here.
We
so
did.
I don't want nobody to think that this is us like a lifetime. No, we had to get here. So once you're raising teenagers, especially girls, and they get into that boy phase, oh, it's another whole ball game then. I don't even know where to start with her. And it's crazy because it wasn't her with boys. It was her with a boy. Kay's dead. But anywho.
Oh my God.
Anywho, like, I mean, your child, they hate you. You're the worst parent, the worst parent in the world. And you don't understand them. Baby, I've been there, done that. Like, everything you've done, I've done it. Everything you trying to do, I've done it. Like, I know the outcome. And me as a parent, I'm the type of parent that I don't believe in let them learn on their own. If I could stop you from doing something that's like crazy or something that I know you will regret, then yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not that person to be like, oh, let her do it, let her, fall. Now, if you still do it, then that's on you. That's something that you wanted to do. But other than that, like, I'm not that parent. But yeah, me and Keyah, she ran away.
I tried to run away. She wouldn't let me. Like, girl, let me go. Like, so.
She knew she didn't want to go nowhere.
Who I was going right with that nigga, okay? But no, what I was saying was, one thing that mama didn't do, she never gave up on me. So, like, that was a prime example. When I tried to run away, she was like, no, get your ass back in the house. And I'm like, girl, like, please. Like, it was really irritating me how bad she wanted to, how bad she wanted me to be my best self. Like, girl, let me be, like, if I want to live with that nigga, let me live with that nigga. But no, she was.
Not gonna happen.
I think up until I was maybe like 13 or 14, we had a really good relationship or whatnot. I always think I was just so sweet. Was I? Before I turned 15.
Yeah, you was.
I feel like I was.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, I feel like I was a sweet girl. And then another thing is when I made it to high school, all of my friends was older than me. So I started high school when I was like 13 or 14, and baby, my freshman year, I was going to Sweet 16s because my friends was much older than me. So you got to think about it. I'm 13 or 14 and my friend's 16 and 17. Of course, I can't come in the house at 10 o'clock. Baby, we outside. So that was another thing that kind of like drove us apart. And it was just like, we had I would say like the average mother-daughter relationship as teenagers. Like everybody look at us now and just think it's just like, y'all always had this. Man, she used to be hating on. Y'all don't understand. The crazy thing
is now I can honestly say her, Keyah, and Raven both say like, I'm glad you did do what you did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They hated me back then because I did it, but now they understand why I did what I did or why I said what I did.
She's ruining my life. I swear up and down. Y'all, it was so bad to the point where I don't even know if I should say this, but like a lot of people around me, they mama was letting boyfriends spend the night at their house, whatever. And me, we had to sit in the front living room. And I'm like, girl, like, okay, he gonna leave me because mom, like, listen, if this is your man and this is, because I was supposed to date when I was 16, but it ended up happening when I was 15 because he ended up coming to my Sweet 16. So it happened like a few months before I turned 16, but that was the correct dating age. And I was head over heels. And once I got with him, the more she wanted me away from him, the more I wanted him. Like, yeah, I had a point to prove, okay? And look.
The wrong point. I could recall one day, she wanted to go to his house, and me, I'm like, okay, come on, I'll drop you off. I went to drop her off. This man.
Wait, if y'all ever seen my baby daddy, then because I don't post him. I haven't posted him in years, but
the man had so he already had the tattoo on his eye. He thought he was going to prom with her. No, we went to Ulta to see if they could cover it up. And he went. They was able to cover it up. It blended in with his skin, but he still didn't go. But anywho, I went to drop her off just like maybe months later. The man had like a tattoo something all right here. I say, how do you plan on getting a job? This man told me, I don't plan on working. Oh, my God. I was like, what? I'm like, here. She like, Mom. And got out the car. I was like, Lord, have mercy. I don't know. But, yeah, it was not always peaches and cream.
But any man who 90% of the men that I was around was a reflection of my baby daddy. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's what I liked. Like, I was attracted to, like, that was all I was used to seeing. I grew up in the hood. My father was in the streets. So it's like, that's what I was used to. So it's like, for you to come around and think something gonna change, baby, bad. Like, Mom, but I love him. And y'all, I was head over heels. So I think that was kind of like the downfall. Then after that, of course, I had an attitude at her all the time.
Yes.
She didn't want to let me do nothing. I had to sneak and get my belly. Remember, I got my belly button pierced. Mm-hmm. And you beat me up.
I did. I beat her up, then I had to check her whole body for tattoos.
And then the next day talking about, I was going to take you. No, you was not. No, she was not. She like, I was going to take you for your birthday. I know my mama. She was not going to take me. But
I was when she turned 17.
Anyways, do y'all know the first time I figured out like, okay, she might actually be cool. I was away at college and my feelings, I was heartbroken at college. Like I couldn't focus. I couldn't do, and I was depressed. Like, and my mama, she just kind of like felt it. Now at this stage, we still not the best of friends. We cool, but we ain't the best of friends. And I wouldn't tell what's wrong with me. And she called me one day and she was like, I need you to forget the fact that I'm your mama and baby, just tell me what's wrong. She like, forget everything. She was like, I just need you to talk to me. Like, no judgment. And I told her what was going on, which it had something to do with my baby daddy. It was a rumor that he was supposed to be messing with this girl back home and the girl's supposed to be pregnant. At this point, we had been together for 3-4 years. I'm in love with him. And, to hear this back home, he at home living a whole nother life. It was just like I was heartbroken. I could not focus. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Like, I was sick to my stomach. And, mama, she was just like, and I can't exactly remember the words, but I know it wasn't no, just leave him alone. Like, of course, she told me, like, you deserve better than that. But it was more so, you're that girl. Like, girl, he ain't, like, it was more so, I'm like, okay, she might actually be okay. Like, wait, she might actually know what she's talking about. Then, I don't know why it didn't hit me. Like, I have brothers and sisters that are very close in age with me. So it's like, it wasn't something that she didn't experience. But at the time, it was just like, she don't know what she's talking about. Like, she old. She don't know what she's talking about. Not thinking she went through this same thing. So it's like,
done it.
Yeah, so it's like, I started like, dang, like, maybe she was a teenager before. Maybe she is kind of cool. Maybe she do want the best for me. So it's like, I think that was like kind of sort of our breaking point of, okay, she might be cool. And then I came home and got pregnant, and it was back. Like, I think right before I came home, and y'all, I was supposed to go back to school, but she took all day cooking that day. And I was like, I'm not leaving until the food is ready. So I missed my train. The next day, I'm like, I had to take care of my little sister. I was just making this. I didn't want to go back. And I came back and I got my baby daddy back, and I ended up getting pregnant. And when I got pregnant, she was more so like, you're 19, you graduated out of high school. You got to start making your own decisions. You have to start, making decisions for yourself. And at first I was like, no. But it was more so I was saying no because I was worried about what people was going to say about me, what people was going to think about me. And she was like, girl, listen, at the end of the day, that's your baby. I got your back regardless what you decide to do. And people going to talk regardless. So I just, I sat on and I thought about it. And she was like, basically, you got until this amount of time to decide. But whatever you choose to do, I got you. Wait, one thing. When I told her I was pregnant, y'all, we was having such a vulnerable moment. I was so emotional, and I text her. Do y'all know this lady texted me, screenshotted my text, and sent it back to me? And I'm like, who are you sending my text to?
I was sending it to my friend. Dang.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm up here dying, don't know what to do at a midlife crisis, and she just messy. Tell me, I needed somebody to talk to. Me?
Tell somebody.
But no, I think after I had my baby, that's when it was really like things started. It started getting better, but I was still living under her roof. We had a good relationship, but it was still. I feel like my mama acts so much alike that every now and then we would still kind of crash by me being under her roof. Like, I would kind of irritate her. I was a little lazy too. So when I got my own apartment, I think Kay was probably like 1 or 2, and I was probably like, 20, 21, something around there. And I've been on my own since then, and we just clicked. Like, after I moved from under her roof, it was just like, and actually after I had my daughter, and I'm like, the world is so scary. She was only 2 years old, and I'm like, I just want the best for her. I just want this for her. So it was just like, once you see, I'm like, dang, all along, she been on my side. Like, it was just like, dang, like, I was blind to the fact that she really wanted the best for me. So once I overcame that and seen, like, okay.
You was just a teenager.
Yeah, so it wasn't always peaches and cream, but it's like now.
It wasn't. And I was never that cool mom. I was a cool mom, but I wasn't the cool mom. Like, I still, like, had my foot on my kid's neck.
Yeah.
Like,
so it was weird because it was like, she was strict on us, and she was like very firm, but she was also very easy to talk to. She was strict, but we was still like, if we sit in her face in bed, she leaned a little bit. But I feel like me and a lot of my friends felt really comfortable with talking to her. Even with my first time, you remember my first time? And you was like, oh my gosh, how was it? Did you? Yeah, but so I feel like, I don't know, it was balanced. So I feel like even with your teenagers, I feel like my mama still was trying to remember the fact that she was once a teen and still trying to lead me in the right direction. Yeah. So that balance kind of, made it easier for when I became an adult it was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like, it was never to the point where, oh, she did so much. She was so mean to me as a teen that I just don't want the relationship. Like, it was never that. It was balanced. Like, I want the best for you, and I'm not a pushover, and you're not going to do what you want to do. But still, it was like, I remember being a teen. I remember going through those hormonal changes and those different feelings. So I think that kind of like, smoothed it out. But now it's like, what's up, girlfriend?
Hey.
No, seriously, it's like we're really close now. But I feel like
I'm close with all my kids, though.
Who your favorite child?
I don't have a favorite child.
Jai.
Y'all stop asking me that.
The youngest, the 18-year-old, is just
Jai
like
is not
her
my
star
favorite kid.
and shining moon and.
She just needs a lot of more guidance than the other three did. That's it. Jair is Jair.
Yeah, Jai's Jai. Jai is
like a different type of kid. Like, yeah, I don't know. She just need a little more guidance. That's all.
If you could have changed anything when you was raising us, is it something that you would have changed?
Honestly, I think, yeah. I feel like if I would have moved away from not so much Chicago, but just like out of, not Illinois, but like out of Chicago, I think I could have gave them a better life than what they had. Like, get them out the hood. And that goes back to me because, like, I didn't finish high school, but I eventually went back and got my GED. Then for my GED, I went to school to be a medical assistant, and I got a job at UIC in the lab, and I've been there since 2004. So I've been there, 21 years now. And it was like, when you don't have a degree, I am a firm believer, when you don't have a degree, it's hard when you work in a 9 to 5, and I started off making like $13 an hour, but I still, was on business with my kids. We always had a roof over our head. I always had a car. So that was that. But other than that, if I could have moved them while they were younger out of the hood, I most definitely would have did that. But I have no regrets. I have no regrets for raising them. If I had to do it all over again, only thing I would have done was got my education, a higher education, while I was younger instead of waiting, because I just graduated in December 2023, I think it was. I got my bachelor's in business with a minor in marketing, and I'm in school now for my master's in healthcare informatics. So I wish I would have did it while I was younger.
Yeah.
But other than that, no regrets.
So, and I always tell, like, I see a lot of people want to be business owner, entrepreneurs. That's fine. But I used to be one of the ones that college ain't for everybody. And, go to school, get an education. The key to power is knowledge. Like, knowledge, that's the key. And I feel like I wouldn't say I hate it, but I do kind of hate that I waited till I was 30 to go back to school, because it's harder. I have to read stuff 19 times to retain the information. But I feel like that's one thing that I want for my daughter. I want to be able to give her a different environment, a different neighborhood. I feel like I moved her from the hood. She have a nice, neighborhood now, but I feel like I want her to, when you want your kids to have the best of the best. Yeah. So when you want that, you realize that you want to be able to provide, a better education system, more resources, like a better neighborhood where they, provide these resources, because a lot of times the kids don't have nothing to turn to. They have no positive, especially in the hood. Like, it's very rare. Like, the only thing we had was like the park district. And that was so little. Like, okay, yeah, we had sports. But as far as like educational stuff and experiences, we didn't have that. So I feel like that's what I'm working on, to give Kaylee more resources, a better upbringing.
Would y'all believe that nursing was my original major? Nursing was my major. I did all my prereqs, all my sciences. I did everything. And now it was time to apply. And we had like this orientation, and it was like, you all will still be, now I'm still at UIC. They like, you all would be able to work, but I guarantee you, after your first semester, you're going to quit your job. And I'm like, I got 4 kids. I can't quit my job. So I was like, what am I going to do? I had to either choose nursing, quit my job, and we just, fake it till we make it, or change my major. And that's when I changed my major to business and just did everything online. Do I regret it? Yes. I regret it, but I always looked at it like
You did what you had to
I
do.
did what I had to do, and it wasn't my kids' fault that I didn't do school when I should have been doing school, and they shouldn't have to pay for it. So that's why I was just like, no, let me just keep on working. And but I'm glad she's doing nurse, and I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to graduation.
Me neither, y'all. I'm ready. Okay. If you can give advice to a struggling mother and daughter duo, like somebody who don't have a good relationship, like what would be your advice to the mom?
Um, don't be judgmental. So sometimes I have to reword my words when I talk to Keyah. Even right now today, especially with her daughter. She do things with her daughter that I don't agree with, right?
Yeah,
And
we've been. Hold on, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. But this been since Kaylee was a baby. You know, Kaylee been getting purple hair since she was 3. She been wearing blush since she was 2. And mom be like, no. And I be like, I take in what she's saying, but at the end of the day, this is my daughter.
it's
And
her
times
daughter.
has changed.
It is her daughter. But I will say, so what I do now, instead of me saying you need to do, I'll say like, hey, let's do XYZ, with K or whatever. I try to figure out a way to tell her that, this is not what I like, but I don't tell her what she needs to do with her daughter. I still give her, her props for being a mother because she is a mother. But one of the biggest things is I don't judge her. Like right now, me and her will have a disagreement or whatever over something, but we know how to talk it out.
Yeah.
So for any mother and daughter that don't have a good relationship, first of all, figure out why. Like,
get to the root of it.
Because it's something that you did in the past that may have hurt her, or maybe it's something that the daughter have done to the mother. Figure out what it is and try to move past that, because a mother's love is like unmatched.
Yeah.
A mother and daughter relationship, unmatched. Even mother and son, unmatched.
Yeah.
And I could honestly, like, my kids didn't grow up with their dad. Their dad passed in 2003, and I think they were like 7 and 8, and Raven was like 18 months. Like, so they didn't grow up with a dad. So I felt like I had to be the mom and a dad, because at the time, like, I wouldn't date. I didn't want to date. Like, that was the last thing on my mind at that time. So, but other than that, I would just say, like, it's baby steps.
Yeah.
So you just have to, like you say, figure out what the root cause is and try to get past it, because it's nothing like a mother-daughter love. Nothing.
Yeah, and I just to piggyback off what she said, like the root of it, I think that's where a lot of things, like, it's a shift in it, because it's like some people really don't know. Like, you don't know why she's so angry at you. You don't know why she's so mad. And it's like, once you sit down and realize, it's like, it's probably something that you didn't even know was bothering her. Something that you had no idea. You just thought she had an attitude for nothing. Another thing, from the daughters to the moms, I feel like we have to learn to give our parents grace. A lot of the times you be like, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. At the end of the day, 90% of the time, they was doing the best. They was learning as they go. Being a parent don't come with a guidebook. And if it do, it ain't for us. But, everybody's just trying their best. So it's like, once you give that grace and realize sometimes your parent was healing while they was raising you. Sometimes, you don't know what they went through with their parents. Exactly. So it's like, you have to give grace. Exactly. And you have to, be open to, receiving the love or receiving the energy and pouring back into them. Because a lot of the times, like, I feel like my mama leaned on me just as much as I leaned on her. Like, I know my mom went through stuff in her past. I know my mom is dealing with the fact that she lost her mom. And it's like, yeah, I lost my grandma. And that took a toll on me. But it's like, to lose your mom, I know, it's even deeper. So it's like, sometimes be kind to your mom and vice versa. Like, I feel like that's where people go wrong. Are you so judgmental? You think you can say what you want to say to people, and no, it don't go like that. I feel like that was another thing that my mom had to come across. It was like, a lot of the times I didn't like the way she delivered it to me. Sometimes it'll be like, okay, I'm your mama. This, and that. So when I started getting older, I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm an adult too. And she like, you still my child. But it's like, I feel like over the years, we learned to communicate better. We learned to, like, at the end of the day, it was like, and I think a lot of times, a lot of things that I think happen in the Black community, especially, mothers feel like the daughters are trying to step on their toes, trying to discredit them, trying to, because I feel like coming up, I feel like I went the different route. I did the entrepreneurship. I did this. I stepped out on faith a lot. I was like, even when I moved to Atlanta, mama like, are you ready? No, you're not ready. You need to do this first. Like, because she's so careful and she don't want me to get hurt. She don't want, like, she's just so, careful with me and so, like, so fragile that it's like, sometimes I have to tell her, like, okay, mom, like, calm down, give me and then it was like, even me teaching her, a lot of parents don't want to be taught from their kids, and I realized that a lot of parents feel like, I don't know, like you stepping on their toes, or like you just, like, they I don't know if it makes them feel like inferior to you, but one thing about my mama, she took it like, okay, I'm ready to learn, go learn this and come teach me, or what you think about this, like my mama would call me like, yeah, so this, and this happened, and blah, blah, skippity, blah, and vice versa. So it's like, my mama not afraid to, I guess, sometimes if she feel like I'm more capable of letting me lead. Even with this podcast, I've been telling my mama to do her own channel for the longest.
She like, telling me, y'all been telling me, and
that's for you. Even before we start recording, she like, I'm nervous. Can you prep me through? And I'm like, listen, this is what we gonna do. This is that. And I'm like, it's like with different things in life. Sometimes I'm like, okay, my mom, I'll call my mom in a heartbeat. Even with my nursing program, I forwarded the email to her like, hey, could you read it over? I don't know if
I already read it.
Look, and it's just like, because I know mama gonna read through it, she gonna analyze it, she gonna do this, she gonna do that. So I know she's strong in that. And in other situations, it'll be like, okay, what would Keyah do? She know I'm quick on my feet, baby. She know I'm gonna, like, it's just like, just be kind and be open to receiving and giving to each other.
And let me add to that. For those kids or young adults that parents are dealing with substance abuse, it's a sickness, and believe me, if they wanted to stop, they would. So don't hold that against them. Only thing you could do is just, support them and keep talking to them and try to get them help. Don't turn your back on them. Please, because that only makes it worse. I mean, I know some of you may have parents out there that are like really, really, really out there. But like I said, it's a sickness. It really is a sickness. And just like you don't want to be sick, they don't want to be sick. Okay, so if you could change anything about your upbringing or just anything, until you became an adult, what would you have changed?
You saying like with you?
In general, anything.
If I was able to change anything, I would most definitely have had a 2-parent household. I think that kind of affect my dating life with, not having my father around to really. And then my mom, by the time my mama got married, I was out. I was in my own apartment. Matter of fact, by the time y'all even started dating. So, yeah, I think that kind of, like, I hear a lot of people saying,
don't start that smacking.
I hear a lot of people saying, like, mama's baby, daddy's maybe, which my mama, she still to this day say that, and I don't agree. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't agree with that, because sometimes you can't force it on, but I do feel like that played a huge part of my life, and it took for me to get older to understand that, not having a father, really kind of shifted my life. I feel like that would have, probably made me choose better men. Probably, I don't know. I think that would have helped. Another thing would probably be, I don't know, I liked where I grew up at. It was lit. I feel like that gave me character. I don't know. Like, I feel like I've went through a lot in life. We've experienced a lot in life, especially growing up in the hood with, like, I feel like it kind of, like, it made me more appreciative, because I feel like my daughter is very entitled. I feel like she's privileged. She's a spoiled brat. And yeah, I feel like me growing up in the hood kind of made me like appreciate it more. It kind of made me, build a little character. So I don't know if I would have changed that. Maybe I would have probably, maybe if we was in a different, because a lot of people around us, college is not a big thing around us. Like now I see all the babies going to school and I love that. But growing up, it was just like, you get out, you pray and get you a good job. Like my mama, by her working at UIC, she actually got me in UIC. She got me in her job. So I worked there for a few years. So it's just like, that was just what we used to. You get out, you know somebody, so you get you a good job. Or, you live with somebody and you get you some Section 8 or, something like that. But I feel like it worked out for the best. I feel like it made us more appreciative, made us like go harder or whatnot. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I changed.
Okay.
So yeah, that kind of like sums us up. Pretty much, like I said, this video is gonna consist of a lot of different topics. It's not just gonna be mother-daughter duo. We're gonna have some special guests on here. If y'all know, my mama know how to cook. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a little cooking on here. We got a Q&A coming up.
Who was the special guest?
We got a lot of special guests.
I hope it is not your friends. No. When I love all her friends. That's like they kids.
Know that.
Every last one of them. But y'all want to know who really irritates me the most?
Keisha.
India. Yes, because I believe the poor baby got narcolepsy for real. She could be sitting here talking to us right now. You look over there, she sleep. I used to be like, girl, what is wrong with you?
She almost got your car took.
Because she was in that sleep.
My grandma was, I think did grandma get into a car accident?
I don't remember.
I think she got into a car accident, and I think me and India was together, and we rode with my mama to go see my grandma. So me and mama, like, we finna run in, and India watched the car, because we was like double parked or parked where the ambulance supposed to pull in there. We come outside, the police are surrounding the car, banging on the window, because she and I knocked out. So oh, my bad. Like,
nah, I love all of them the same, though. They all get on my nerves. Keisha cusses the most. Ooh, Keisha mouth is foul, but I love them all. Y'all will be so surprised to know, like, me and Keisha mama used to play together when we were kids.
It's so crazy.
Lived right across the street from each other. We literally played together and everything while we was kids. And then to come to find out, her and Keisha became best friends. We wasn't best friends, but we were friends, and we literally played together. But I think that was a little crazy. Then they come up.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to have some special guests. We're going to have some cooking. We got a Q&A coming up because I didn't forget. I put a Q&A on there maybe like a year ago. And we just never did it. So we're going to answer those questions. If y'all got some more questions y'all want to know, feel free to comment on this video, the questions. And then we're going to try to get these out to y'all every week. So we're going to choose one day of the week to post a video with just a podcasty, cooking, whatever sense. Of course, we got more vlogs coming, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video.
I hope y'all enjoyed it too. And don't y'all dog me out in them comments. Now, y'all been asking for Miss Jackie to step up.
What they gonna say about you?
I don't know, girl, because people are really mean.
They are.
I be seeing what they be saying in the comments, like under Keyah stuff or what. I be like, I can't
seeing me.
I can't deal with that. I don't like. I'm the type.
No, y'all have to tell my mom, like, no, don't come and do not respond to them. Like,
I be irritated. Like, don't do that. But no, y'all been asking Miss Jackie step up. We want Miss Jackie. So, here I go. Y'all, I feel like I was on a job interview. I was so nervous earlier because I'm just used to like outside.
It's just chill. They feel like they on FaceTime with us. So.
But now it's just like, I don't know, like a whole video? Oh my God. My husband gonna pass out. Wait till I tell him.
So yeah, y'all.
Today my anniversary. Well, by the time y'all see this, it's not gonna be, but
yeah, September 18th.
September 18th.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. 4 years.
4 years. So yeah, that's Kaylee, y'all. Y'all, we tried our best to keep it professional, but we got kids and we got dogs running around here, so it's gonna get a little chaotic every now and then, but that's okay because y'all want it real and raw. Y'all gonna get real and raw. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Do you have anything else you want to say to them?
No, just undog me out in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, my sisters are gonna come on here too, so make sure y'all get ready for that. It's gonna be real chaotic because I'm sure gonna ask who her favorite child. I think after Jair it's me.
They keep asking me that question. Y'all wanna know who my sweetest child was? My sweetest child was Keyah.
You think so?
Yes. Keyah was my sweetest child. I remember I used to whoop her. She used to come right up under me. Hey, mommy.
I was like, man, get up off me.
Keyah
No, I don't
was
want to
my
go to the
sweetest
store with
child.
you.
Keyah
Keyah be like, yeah, I'll go to the store.
Keyah would do everything under the sun.
Keyah was a
for me.
kisser.
No, she wasn't.
And I was like, you want beef, you got beef. So yeah, but yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and there's so much more to come. So make sure you stay tuned. Y'all, you know I was finna do that. You just know me. Okay, bye y'all.
Bye.